4:30 a.m. kickoffs. What we have to deal with, loving Arsenal from Los Angeles. Let's go, Gunners. Let's go, team. Come on, G. What a leap. Gabriel.
It was hard to get up this morning. It was 4:30 a.m. kickoff here in LA. The struggles of being an Arsenal fan in Los Angeles. But I'm glad it wasn't for nothing. I'm glad the boys showed some style and vigor against a very horrible Crystal Palace side. Honestly, I only celebrated one goal. Gabriel's first goal. I don't understand how the second goal was given as an own goal. But I'll get into that. But let's start fresh. The team was relatively the same, except Martinelli. He was on the bench today and Trossard started. Martinelli, who has actually been, I don't want to say poor, but he's been a shadow of himself in recent times, in recent games. At least the last 4 games, he hasn't been, firing, doing the same things. Even today when he came on, it felt like he was doing the same thing, just taking the ball and running wide. And I was like, bro, it's something else. Show me something else. But he got 2 goals. So it's all good. But yeah, Martinelli on the bench was the only change today. We started off decent. The early goal came in, but after the early goal from the corner kick, Declan Rice on corners. I don't think I've seen that before. Declan Rice crossing the ball at Gabriel he felt like he was levitated for like a few minutes before he got that header. Big man, passionate boy. Sorry if my energy is a little low. It's early today and I barely got enough sleep. But my boys did it for me today. The boys showed who they were and showed that Dubai trip where they went with their family. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Is it good for teams to take breaks with the family? Like they took the players and their families for Dubai trip for about a week to just train in warm weather. It's freezing and wet and barely any sun in London. And then they went to Dubai for a week. What do you think? Do you think it helped? I mean, it's 5-0, I guess that. Or was it just a case of Crystal Palace being so poor and we just had the best team? Or are you saving your thoughts until the next game? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, we did the business today. Gabriel with the first goal from a corner kick. And then the game kind of like, there was the intensity kind of like died down. Everything was just like chill until we got another corner kick. Saka this time crossing the ball, and then Gabriel again doing brilliant run and getting his head to it. Actually, for both goals, Trossard was very key in both goals. They were analyzing it, and I saw that the placement of how his positioning. I mean, when he goes and blocks out the player who's supposed to charge the ball, Anderson, who should have done better. Crystal Palace were really bad. But Trossard was the man for both headers. He blocked off the player who was supposed to attack the ball, which gave Gabriel the free reign to just do what he wanted with the ball and give him that much space and time. And he's a big man. He's very forceful as well. And I found out that the second goal was an own goal. I do not know how that was an own goal. The ball was going on target, in my opinion. He hit the goalie on the head, and then he went in. But I'm like, how? It was going on target. But apparently it wasn't. That's the only reason they will give a goalkeeper an own goal instead of giving an outfield player his goal. And after that, the game just seemed to just be flowing in style. Second half, the boys seemed like they were playing better. The first half was as if they were just trying to, come back into rhythm of things. But the second half, the ball was flowing better. You saw neat touches, and then they had a corner kick. Was it a corner kick or was it a free kick? I think it was a corner kick, and then Leno grabbed the ball and quick thinking. In my opinion, Ramsdale would have done it too, but I'm not trying to minimize what he did. Great play from Ramsdale. Raya, he's done it before. He did it before. When I was in London, he had one of those goals for Fulham. Was it Fulham? Yeah, Fulham, because we didn't score against West Ham. This is the team. This is the team I went to London to see, and they failed me. But I'm happy to see them back at it. But this is the club that I wanted to see. I wanted to see a 5-0 game. But I went there and saw 2 losses. Painful. But it's okay. I'm relaxed. Watch this game on my bed. Chill. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm going to go and do that right after this. But yeah, back to see the boys firing now. Raya with a good throw out to Jesus, and Jesus with a good run and perfectly timed ball to Trossard, who just cut inside, sits the player down, and with a brilliant finish to make our lead 3-0 at that point. And then he got subbed off. I'm happy to see Emil Smith-Rowe getting more time. Usually he comes on for like the last 10 minutes, but he got more time. Havertz was taken off, as well as they made 2 subs in that moment, didn't they? I don't remember. Smith-Rowe came on early for Martinelli as well. Smith-Rowe came on for Havertz and Martinelli came for Trossard at that time. And then Nketiah came on as well, assisted one for Martinelli's first, and Jorginho, who was also a substitute, came on for Rice. They said he picked up a knock. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Please, we cannot lose Rice. I beg. We've had enough losses already, with Partey still injured. Hopefully he returns soon anyways. Yeah, Jorginho with a brilliant pass. We always know he can pass the ball. That's not my problem with Jorginho. My problem with Jorginho is that he can't move. He's so slow. It's like he's sprinting is like someone's walking pace. Yeah, but I thought the entire team was solid. Zinchenko today did decent. You know, I thought that there was a time he wasn't really tested. Michael Olise was injured for this game. If not, he would have been peppered. Crystal Palace were so poor. The only player who was actually good for them was Eberechi. So silky, the drop of the shoulders, the nutmegs that he put on the players today. The boy, his corner kicks were a little off, but it was the only bright spark for them. And it's good to see at the end of the game he was applauding the Crystal Palace fans by himself. I like Eberechi. Graham Potter was over there. I think they're going to have to fire this man, the manager of Crystal Palace. He's not. I think it's just time for somebody new. He's too old. He should have stayed retired because there was no fight today. I didn't see the first half maybe, but then they just like gave up the second half. There was no fight, nothing. Nothing was really created the entire game, if I'm being honest. Yeah. So we won 5-0. What wasn't I happy with today? There was something that didn't make me happy, but I'm losing it now. Still too early. I'm not awake yet, but yeah. I have the AFCON to go watch. Algeria is playing right now. It's actually halftime when I'm recording this video. Yeah, back to my AFCON drill. Thanks, guys, for staying locked in. Oh, yeah, I remember what it was. Jesus not scoring. Jesus not scoring again. Do you think we need Tony? I would say something very controversial. He did an interview recently with Sky Sports, and they asked him, are you going to at least, is it clear to say that you're not leaving Brentford after what they did for you? Is that what you're saying throughout this time where you've been facing the ban? Is it fair to say that you're not leaving in January? And he flat out said, no, that everybody knows I want to play for a top club. Every player wants to. And it could be now and it could be later. My mind was blown. Do you think you need Tony? The controversial thing I'm going to say is that I don't like that from Tony. I feel like you should at least give them 6 months or whatever it is before the summer window opens. And you should openly say that. You know, these fans have stuck with you. The team has stood by your side throughout this time. And he did another interview where he talked about the players and the manager and the entire team having his back throughout this difficult time, checking in on him, making sure he still feels connected with the club. And then you can't say that you're just going to give them 6 more months. I thought that was a little sauce. I definitely am not a fan of people who are not, you know, it's almost disloyalty to Brentford fans and the team who are stuck by you. You can just say that nobody cares. We know that you're still going to leave. We get that. Everybody, you didn't need to say it out loud. You know, play the game. A little diplomacy would have been nice. And I think they deserved it, but he didn't do that. He's showing us his true self. I don't know. His quality on the pitch, we know that his goal record is, I cannot deny. Nobody can. Before he got the ban, at least. But yeah, that's my take on that. Jesus not scoring today. He tried his best, but yeah, I know we're not gonna sign him this winter break for sure. It's not possible. I'm not even expecting us to sign any striker until the summer. Hopefully we can, you know, sell some players, bring some more quality, and hopefully someone who's big and strong. Not Ivan Toney. He's not the giant I need up front. But yeah, thanks guys for always clicking play. Hope you also leave a comment. Just write something. It really helps me out. Really helps to push the video, push the algorithm. Yeah, have a great rest of your weekend, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Tony later, but I'll definitely catch up with the highlights. I have a bunch of African Cup games to watch today. Peace, guys. God bless.